truly love. It's more.
Spirit Entertainment, and I'm sitting here with Miss Rhonda Ross. Miss Ross, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic, thank you.
Miss Ross, just so the people know, could you just give us a little bit about yourself?
Okay. My name is Rhonda Ross. I'm a social artist. I'm a singer-songwriter who writes songs that help me get through life, that talk about my spiritual reachings and seekings, and what it is to be a woman, a black person on this planet, a mother, a wife, an artist, trying to find my way.
Interesting. So we're here at the Riverfront Jazz Festival, the second annual Riverfront Jazz Festival. How did you become involved in this year's Jazz Festival?
Well, I met Mr. Curtis King, who founded TBAAL, the Black Academy of Arts and Letters, who is the sponsor of the Jazz Festival. I met him a good 23, 24 years ago.
Okay.
And he had me and my husband, Rodney Kendrick, come down to TBAAL and perform. And then we lost touch for some years and got back in touch five or so years ago, and he had us come back down. And then he called me and said, I'm doing this festival, will you be involved? I said, yes, I would. And he said, the proceeds are going to go towards the arts and education of the Black Academy of Arts and Letters. Now, the Black Academy, for those who might not know it, is an incredible organization that for 42 years has documented the arts. Our artists, documented and preserved and supported and celebrated the art that we bring.
Right.
And it's such an important institution. And it also has mentoring and classes for young artists coming up. So Erykah Badu, for instance, who is a Dallas native, came up in TBAAL from 6 years old. She was on the stage learning everything she needed to learn about the theater and music and everything else. And so it's an incredibly important vehicle for our youth. So he created this jazz festival and asked me to be a part. Erykah, of course, is a part. Layla Hathaway is going to be in it. Michelle Farrell and Dee Dee Bridgewater and Bobby Humphrey. And I couldn't say no. I said, I will, Mr. King, I will be wherever you ask me to be.
That's my sentiments exactly, because I too also grew up through the program.
Okay.
And I was actually in New York working on another show.
Yes.
And he called and said, I need you here. And I'm like,
He
okay,
said,
Uncle
I will
Curtis,
be wherever
you
you
need
me
me.
to
So
be.
I came directly, so I understand what you're saying. Curtis
Yes.
calls.
Yes.
Because
And he deserves that.
Absolutely.
He deserves that type of loyalty.
Absolutely.
Because he's been loyal.
Absolutely.
And he's been obedient. And so he deserves that. And it moved my heart last night when I watched Erykah's show and she gave him his props because he deserves them.
Absolutely.
And he should be able to pick up a phone and say, I need you, and we should all jump.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's what it is. And so in my show today, right before my show, my husband and I got news that a dear friend of ours made his transition. Whew, still, even as I say it, it takes my breath away. And I was saying during the show, we have to give our flowers to the people we love and respect while they're here.
Absolutely.
That's when you do it. When that person who's worthy of love and respect calls and says, I need you, you get on the plane and you go.
Right.
You don't wait till they've transitioned to then, cry it out and then say, oh, I shoulda, let me tell you how great he was. No, you do that when they're here.
Right.
And so when Erykah was saying that, giving him, all his props, it moved my heart last night.
Absolutely. So I would ask, what would you say, just for Wazoo's, today's music is missing?
Well, there are notable exceptions, but I would say what we're missing are supposed to be artists.
Okay.
We're supposed to really be vesseling spirit and letting that spirit move us to any genre or any way of being. I think what's happened in this age is that the industry, in some ways the industry is crumbling, but in some ways the industry has become very strong in that it has put people in categories, and people say, oh, I'm a rapper, I can't be, or whatever, or I sing neo soul, I don't sing this, or I sing jazz, I don't sing. And I think that that's what needs to be broken down, because an artist is an artist. So there are some artists, Erica's a good example, who haven't allowed that, to be the case. I think Jill Scott's a good example of that. There are artists who say, no, I'm going to be all of it, because as human beings, we are all of it. We are all vessel, spirit, and spirit is not compartmentalized.
So what upcoming projects do you have?
Well, I'm writing all the time. My husband and I are going to come out with a record soon because we're writing for it. We continue to tour. We've been touring all summer. We got things in the autumn set up, and into 2019, all the way into mid 2019 and end of 2019. We're going to Africa. We love being involved in. We love touring, but we love being involved in festivals or concerts, specific concerts that are with the people, for the people, by the people. That's what we love, and so we've been making those connects, and so we have touring coming up. We have a new record coming up. I have a film coming out that I'm both producer and acting in. It's called Protector of the Gods, and I'll be playing Goddess Ma'at, and my son will be playing. First of all, it's a trilogy. It's 3 films, and the first one is Hatshepsut. The second one is Nefertiti, and the third one is Cleopatra. So the Nefertiti one, my son will be playing a young King Tut. Yes, it's very interesting. It's an Afrofuturistic take on the three of the female pharaohs. The writer-director is a man named Kamiko Tarnes, and so we're excited. There's my son there. We're excited. So I have lots of things. I have film. I have music. And I would say to anybody who wants to follow my journey at therhondaross.com, and also social media at therhondaross.
Okay, and it's all social media platforms?
All social media platforms, well, the ones I can keep up with. I got IG, I got Facebook, and I got Twitter.
Okay, there you go. You got the main ones.
I got the main ones.
That's that actually, you start speaking about being in the film, because being an actor, I'm like, okay, that's my strong suit.
Oh, yes.
So definitely we'll be following the journey.
Do that.
And I'm excited for you and the things that you and your family have coming. So any last words that you want to say to the people before we sign off?
Well, I just want to say that I'm so thankful to be here and be a part of this. This has been like a family reunion. It feels so good to be, artists that I have never physically met, but we see each other in the green room and we're hugging like we're sisters. It feels so good, and so I'm thankful. I would say to anybody in the audience, when you see TBAAL's Riverfront Jazz Festival, come, have a good time, support.
But to be truly loved is more. But to be truly